Understanding what's in your pipeline is important, obviously from a safety point of view, but also from a financial impact and compliance. And I want to share with you some of the videos we've been seeing when we put cameras on top of natural gas pipelines and looking inside a live pipeline to see what's actually going on, sometimes with quite surprising results. So on the left here we have what we would say is a normal gas flow, where the process temperature is +7, hydrocarbon dew point is reported as -40, and so we would have to cool the gas by 47 degrees in order to start seeing condensate form, liquid dropout if you like. You can see there scratch on the bottom of the pipeline and something off to the right as well, but this is a clear view of the pipeline whilst the gas is running from left to right at about 30 miles an hour. On the right hand side we'll have a video where the process temperature is +26, the reported hydrocarbon dew point is -44.7, so we'd actually have to cool the gas by 70 degrees, over 70 degrees, before we started to see condensate form. However, this is what we see when we put a camera on top of the pipeline. So those straight lines are typical of a natural gas liquid flow, condensate flow, streaming along the bottom of the pipeline. And this is steady state. This was going on for quite some time, a few weeks, as a reported hydrocarbon dew point of -44.7 or thereabouts. So what's going on here? The gas is flowing above a liquid flow. So the interesting thing is, A, this is an unreported fault condition, but also when the gas flow stops, the liquids form a single stream on the pipe floor, but the hydrocarbon dew point increased to -30. So there's a jump when the gas flow stops. And we wanted to investigate this. Show you a graph here of what the flow rate is here, jumps around a little bit and then drops to 0 against the C6 plus element, the heavy ends, the condensate element of what's in the flow. You can see here, whilst the gas is flowing, relatively stable, but it's when the gas flow starts slowing down and stopping, that's when it jumps. So there's actually an 84% increase between what it's doing here and what we're seeing here. So with stationary gas, those volatile liquids at the bottom of the pipeline are evaporating, and that's when the GC can pick it up, and that's when we start seeing jumps in hydrocarbon dew point and a jump in BTU. So the sample for the GC is taken from the middle of the pipeline according to API 14.1, doing everything right according to the standards. The calibration of the instrument is spot on as well. But it's a fundamental physical effect, if you like, of gas flowing over a liquid. Gas is flowing much more rapidly and it's not in equilibrium with that liquid. So on top of that, if there are any glycols, TEG or MEG, if there's any compressor oil, those won't be picked up by a gas chromatograph. It's not looking for those type of liquids. But it's the liquid phase hydrocarbons that we're talking about here, and we're seeing that in many cases that liquids can be present whilst there's a dry gas present. So what we're saying, in order to get the full picture of what's actually going on in the pipeline and to validate the gas chromatograph readings as well, alongside the standard analyzer suite of a GC, maybe a hydrocarbon dew point analyzer, moisture, H2S analyzer, and obviously pressure and temperature. Then if you put a line view in that line as well, you can see to the bottom of the pipeline, you can see any mist flow that might be in the pipeline, any streaming liquids at the bottom of the pipeline as we've just seen. So that's it. We've got lots of other videos to show you. Give us a shout if you want to see some more, and hopefully speak to you very soon.